Happy Monday, Boo Kittens. It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 16, Episode 8. So, in this week's episode, Shamia has a very tearful FaceTime with her husband because her daughter Shiloh had been sick with a cold and everything, and the doctor said that she had an ear infection, so she would need antibiotics, and she was very tearful, because anybody who has had a baby with health complications know that pretty much any and everything scares you because you don't want anything more worse to happen. And I understood 1000% where she was coming from. When Kyrese was born, he had health complications. So we were back and forth to Children's Hospital the first year of his life. Like it was like every 2 weeks he was born with club feet. So he had to have surgery at 2 months. He had to wear cast on his legs for 6 months. He had to have specialty shoes. He had to go to physical therapy. Like it was so much. And think about it, I was 18 dealing with all of this. So I really sympathize with Shamia. Drew arrives finally, and she gets a warm reception from the girls. Even Porsha was nice to her, gave her a hug, spoke, and everything. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be decent. Everybody's gonna be fine. Porsha said that she was over it. The girl is there. She's not gonna be mean. Let's just have a good time, right? So Angela tells Drew that she needs to talk to Porsha or whatever because she's been taking all the heat about her coming. And that's when, like I said, when she saw Porsha, she gave her a hug and spoke and everything like that. But she didn't come to her talking about their issues or anything of that sort. So on their way to their separate activities, Shamia suddenly gets emotional and starts to cry. And everybody like, what's wrong with you, girl? Like, what's happening? Like, did they play the wrong song on the radio? Like, your pants too tight? You on your period? Like, what is going on? So she starts crying, and well, I say crying loosely, but she talks about how she was in an abusive relationship and she got this text message from a person in her life or whatever who previously, I guess, didn't believe her or condemned her, and they reached out to her that day saying now they get it or whatever. And she said, having that happen amongst, Shiloh going to the doctor, it was just a lot for her. It brought up so many memories and things. And I appreciated her bringing it up, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it was so weird to me and it didn't come across authentic or believable. And believable, not saying that what happened to her didn't happen, because I believe her, but the timing of it and the way it was brought up, she wasn't crying, there was no tears, it came out of nowhere. It just felt like she was having a moment that maybe producers told her to bring it up. Like it just seemed awkward to me. It really did. It just seemed forced. Y'all let me know if it's just me being cynical as always, or do you guys feel the same way? Like it kind of threw you off as well. And it was kind of like, girl, like what's going on here? Like, come on. So some of the girls go to a distillery to go drink whiskey. And then some of the girls go to the Coyote Ugly bar. I always wanted to go there. Oh my God, I think it'd be so much fun. So Porsha, Shamia, and Kelly go to Coyote Ugly. They take shots with the girls and all of that stuff. And then they end up having a conversation. And Porsha tells them that Angela set Drew up by casting a negative energy around her coming. And she really believes it because Shamia then relays a story about Angela telling Shamia that she questions Drew's response to Kelly talking about her or whatever. So I didn't really understand where Porsha was coming from with that. It's like, is Porsha on drugs? Like, she is so trying to make fetch happen with this Porsha. I mean, with this Drew and Dennis storyline, and it's coming across dumb. It's coming across stalkerish. It's coming across press. It's coming across you think you doing your big one by continuously coming for her, but in reality you're looking like you're obsessed with her and you're a weirdo, and it's looking like you letting her get the best of you while you thinking you getting the best of her. Like, this is not playing out how Porsha thought it was playing out in her head and while she was filming. I think we can all agree that, like, you putting Drew up on this pedestal, like you giving her all the shine. You making this season more so about her than your comeback. Only thing we've seen from you is a divorce lawyer scene, fake meeting about some products that ain't gonna never see the light of day, and you constantly talking about Drew. Like, we have got nothing else. And you can't say it's because you couldn't film in your house. You can't say that. You can't say that you can't talk about the divorce, because you could talk about the divorce. They didn't have a gag order on you. You could have talked about the Simon situation, but you didn't want to talk about the Simon situation in full depth, because then the questions would arise about how you got with him in the first place. And you didn't want to take what accountability for that, like Angela said. So you decided to make your whole storyline about this Drew and Dennis crap that you really honestly don't care about in the bigger scheme of things. Like, I wouldn't even care about that if I got so much going on in my life like you claim that you do. But you're really weird. And that whole thing about now trying to rope Angela in this and say that Angela was trying to set Drew up is such a reach and was so stupid, and it's just an added layer that she's trying to add on to this whole Drew situation. And Porsha just looks stupid. She really honestly does, and she's already on the spectrum. Like, girl, this is making you look even worse, okay? Like, come on now. Come on, please, 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 please. Let's not do that. Please, no. And for anybody who want to get their panties in a bunch, because I said she already looked like she on the spectrum, it's a joke. Get over it. Lose yourself, okay? Today is not the day. My hair ain't done. When my hair ain't done, anybody can get it, okay? So please don't. Please don't. Laugh and keep it moving. Anywho, my hair ain't never done, so that means I'm always on go. All right, so I liked how Angela handled this Kelly situation with Kelly allegedly talking about her, and I like that she was like, with Kelly, that's whatever, but her saying that she want to know how Drew responded to what was being said about her in that conversation, because like, we supposed to be cool. And I would be remiss if somebody that I'm cool with, sits up there and kikis with somebody that's talking negative about me and doesn't check them. So I think that's where Angela was coming from. Britt, Angela, Drew, and Cynthia go to the whiskey distillery or whatever. And here go Britt once again trying to make the moment about her. I swear, her and Porsha are the same bitch. Okay, that's why they cool now. Britt tells Angela she plays the victim, and I said, in what Marvel alternate universe are we in right now? I have yet to see Angela play the victim at all. Like, what are you talking about, ma'am? Like, please get her off of my screen. Her and Porsha, get Tia and Tamara, Mary Kate and Ashley, the Usos, off of my screen. I'm sick of them. I am sick of Beavis and Butthead, Dumb and Dumber, okay, Ren and Stimpy. I'm over it. I'm so over it. And goes on to say that nobody cares about what happened to her. Girl, nobody care about that mess with you and Kenya. That is so 2 weeks ago. Like, nobody cares, girl. You're not a victim. You willingly put these things online, and now you want to play the victim and act like somebody really exposed you. Like, please stop. And Angela tells her, that day that we had the little luncheon, you came in acting very entitled, and she did. And I like that Angela kept it a buck with her. And Cynthia was like, y'all can't talk about how anybody walked in after what happened to her until y'all had somebody post pictures of you with a penis in your mouth. Then we can talk or whatever. And it's like, Cynthia, okay, we get it. But at the same time, yes, they can say how somebody came in. Yes, they can. And I would think with you not being there, you need to shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, because you weren't even there to know how she was acting or anything. And I hope now, after you saw saw that episode, you see how she was acting like, I'm here, can you not? Nanny boo boo, I got her out, and how she was clicking out on people and being rude and disrespectful and being combative and all this. You got more empathy for this chick than you do Kenya, who you have known for years, who was one of your best friends at one point. Cynthia can kick rocks for me. Her fashions are horrible. Her wigs are horrible. I don't know. She just look a mess. She looked bloated. She looked like, I don't know what's going on. I don't really know what's going on with Cynthia. Like, she can go. Like, she really can. Like, I just am over her. I really honestly am. Like, please stop. Stop. So at dinner that night, did y'all peep how, I forgot who said it to Britt, but they was like, I'm sure you have a whip, Britt. And she says, I do. I just didn't bring it. So all of y'all that want to say she was talking about she got a car, whips, car. Let me know if it's 2010. Who in the hell is calling a car a whip? Don't nobody say that shit no more. Nobody. Okay? And she confirmed it once again that she does have whips. So when she said, I got whips and pow pows, that's what she was referring to. Stop trying to make fetch happen, folks. Put two and two together. Every episode, this heifer tells on herself. She tell on herself every episode. So we can take this. She was talking about cars off the table. Please. Porsha comes to dinner with an attitude, right? She tells us in her confessional that she got a phone call from somebody letting her know that Dennis has still been filming with Drew after their conversation where she told him to not do that. And he did it anyway. So she decides to come to dinner with an attitude and bringing the whole mood down. Everybody asking her, what's wrong? You seem like something wrong. And she like, nothing, I'm fine. I just might be tired. Maybe I'm tired. Being passive aggressive. I hate when people do that. First of all, if something is wrong with you and we obviously know that there's something wrong with you and we're asking what's wrong with you and you steady say nothing or I'm just tired or maybe I'm sleepy. Girl, ain't nobody about to play these games with you. I'm going to ask you one good time, maybe twice. Are you sure? Are you okay? And if you continue on with that, I'm going to ignore the hell out of you and continue on with my night and have fun. Because we are not 5 years old. Ain't nobody got time to be playing these little childish games with you. It's obvious you feeling some type of way. Grow the hell up, okay? I don't like that at all. Don't like it. So she bringing the mood down. Everybody feeling awkward. Because when people get to acting like that, it make everybody else uncomfortable, right? So, and I'm like, how you letting finding out that Dennis still been filming with Drew ruin your birthday weekend that you said was so important to you? Everybody put the focus on me. I'm having a brat summer, but you the one ruining your whole birthday weekend. You ruined it. You started it with Angela. You started it this night with coming with an attitude. Like, you ruined your whole entire trip. Nobody else did but you. So Britt brings up the talk that she and Angela had and how she told her that she plays the victim. And she was like, I mean, I heard what you were saying, but I don't think that I've ever played the victim. And Angela hasn't. And Shabir was like, well, Porsha said, oh, wait, let me go back. She was like, I don't see how I've ever played the victim, but Britt said that is how she and Porsha feels. And Shamia says she feels like you're a gaslighter. And Angela was like, how am I gaslighting? And I'm like, spell gaslighting, Porsha. I'll wait. Porsha's so dumb, she probably think that gaslighting is really taking a match or a lighter and lighting gas on fire. That's what she probably think the meaning of gaslighting is. Like, girl, bye. So Angela was like, how am I gaslighting? And Porsha was like, I don't remember. Yeah, because you don't even know the meaning of gaslighting. Shut up. It's a buzzword that you heard out on the street. So Angela apologizes to Porsha for inviting Drew, even because she feels like she never verbatimly said she could not come. So I'm sorry that I didn't read the room, I guess. All right. And Angela knew what she was doing by inviting the girl. She was playing a game of semantics, right? She's being coy. She's being, facetious. Angela then says to Kelly, why am I the only one being held accountable? Kelly, you asked a question initially. And Kelly like, oh shit, don't bring me in this. But Angela was like, no, no, no. Did you ever get an answer? I'm talking about Porsha being accountable. The world wants to know. And I don't think the world got that answer. And turns to Porsha. And I said, okay, Angela, I see you. I see you. I fucks with Angela. I fucks with Angela. She is the epitome of a housewife. She not coming on trying too hard. She's coming on knowing the game, knowing the lay of the land, but is not putting on for the camera like Brit. You know what I'm saying? She's not forcing herself on us. I like that she ain't afraid to go up against somebody, to question things. I love it. I love it. And I love that she looked Porsha right in her eye and said, the world wants to know and the world didn't get an answer. Why you fuck around with that lady husband? And Porsha just sit there. Because she knows she can't answer the question. And if she does, she's going to get comebacks from the other ladies. Because there's nothing that you can say that will make those ladies at that table co-sign you messing with a married man. So that's why she sat there cute and on mute. But I fucks with Angela for taking it directly to the source. She didn't bullshit around like Kelly and bring it up around somebody else first. And, nah, she looked at her dead in her face and said, now what's up? And Porsha couldn't say nothing. Nothing. Okay? So Shamia was like, no, Cynthia says, Porsha, do you want to answer Angela's question? And she says, no, I want Angela to kiss my ass. And baby, Angela wasn't bothered by that at all. She was like, girl, you want the world to kiss your ass, but it won't be me. Not with that fix flat. Nope, not me. So then Drew jumps in and asks Porsha, is she okay with her being there? And Porsha was like, you straight with an attitude. Won't even look at the girl in her face, right? So Drew was like, well, I didn't come empty-handed. I bought you a bottle of whiskey, but I'm just going to leave. And everybody was like, why are you leaving or whatever? She was like, because it's obvious that she does not want me here. And let's face it, I wasn't invited anyway. Let me just go. So everybody like, she didn't tell you to leave and this, that, and the third. And I found it to be stupid for her to leave too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did all of this to come to turn around and leave the same day when everybody leaving tomorrow anyway. I wouldn't have left, but hey, she get to talking about how she got all this stuff going on with her divorce and she don't need to, take this from anybody or whatever. I honestly did agree with Porsha with Drew and the theatrics of it all. The theatrics. But once again, Porsha, you made the night about Drew. You made the night about her. Yeah. So deal with the bed that you made. So Porsha tells Cynthia after dinner, they're upstairs in her room, that her anger wasn't even really towards Angela and Drew, that she was dealing with some stuff, that's going on. But she didn't tell Cynthia what it was. So I'm like, okay, you saying that it wasn't about Drew and Angela, but in reality, it was about Drew and Angela because you'd already brought it up to Shamia and Kelly that you were still feeling some type of way about Angela. Now knowing that Dennis still been filming with Drew, you're pissed off. And you're not just pissed off with Dennis, you're pissed off with Drew as well. So that's a lie. You're not even being honest with yourself, child. So that night, Porsha, Britt, Kelly, Shamia, they all kicking it at the pool, dancing, throwing money and all of that stuff. Angela stays upstairs. She tired. She got to go to bed. She got to take that wig off. It's 2:00 in the morning. She on the phone with Charles. She heard them out there hooping and hollering and laughing and kicking. And she also hears her name being spoken. And she hears them talking about her. So she decides to pull out her phone and record it. But it was inaudible. She really couldn't get a good sound. Now, they peeped her, though, in the window recording them. But I guess they were so drunk that they didn't even care. They just kept on talking about it anyway. She said she heard them talking about her dress, her clothes, Charles, and all of this type of stuff. And she also said that she heard Porsha say, I should F Charles. Baby, it wouldn't have been no recording because I would have stepped outside so quick and said, you would have fucked who? Huh? I ain't Fallon, Fatima, whatever that girl name was. Like, excuse me? Shirley? What was it? Like, So, I'm like, this girl is such a whore. She's such a whore. And the fact that she won't even live in her whoredom is what bothers me the most about Porsha, because she tries to act like she ain't a hoe. I would respect you more if you just lived in your hoedom. Be like Mia. Mia don't give a fuck about her being a hoe. Her fucking a married man. You know what I'm saying? She don't give a fuck. She live in her truth. Porsha tries to act like she's holy and sanctified, and I would never. And she the main one that would. And for me, Shamia, you a whole fool to be hanging around a bitch that would willingly say she'll fuck another woman's husband. What makes you think she gonna fuck yours? Because Porsha gives me very much the type that would so fuck Gerald in a minute if the opportunity arose. She would most definitely do it and would not feel any remorse about it. She would kick Shamia to the curb as far as any type of friendship and would go on about her life. I don't care if we've been friends since we was 10. It's certain things that you just don't co-sign and you just don't ride with and you just act like it's okay. Like, what? Porsha pussy is for everybody, okay? Anybody that got some money, she is spreading it wide and laying it low, okay? And she is disgusting. She a trifling asshole. And then she wonder why don't none of her relationships work out. Because these niggas trying to turn a hoe into a housewife and it can't be done. It don't matter how dope of a body you got, how pretty you are, how many designer clothes you got, how many stilettos and Chanel purses and everything. You can't dress up a pig. You can try, but that oink oink is going to always come through in the end, okay? That bitch is Sergeant Slaughter, okay? Porsha ain't nothing but a glamorized whore, hoe, prostitute, because anybody that is the highest bidder can get it. She ought to feel ashamed for saying something like that about another woman's husband, but she don't. And when producers asked her in her confessional, "Did you say that?" Thomas, I don't remember anything. She didn't say anything. She said anything, talking about because she was going off that henny. So she knew what she said. She was being funny. Now they see this the type of shit that a bitch need to get her ass whooped for. Cause you gonna fuck around with the wrong bitch one day. With the wrong bitch. And she like to say that Dennis can do what Dennis wanna do. You know, we not together. Baby, she is still so controlling over Dennis. She want to police any and everything that that man do because she still want to be with that man, but she just know that he's never going to be faithful to her. I just saw that he was on her YouTube channel, and I said, let me watch a little bit of this just to see what kind of vibe it's getting. This over the weekend. She's still flirting with him, honey, putting on the tightest thing she could find to be around him while they do this little mukbang video and everything. Like, no, you baby mama. You baby mama, and that's it. Your baby mama. Yeah. But she one of them baby mamas that want to make it seem like I could still have him if I wanted. You probably could get him to fuck. But as far as being with you and being faithful, you're never going to get that. That's why y'all not together now to this day. That's why. That's why. So Angela said that she was like, fuck that. Let me stop recording and go down there and confront her. And she did. And she says that Porsha was like, she didn't say that, and immediately skipped to the blue and took her ass on inside. So Britt in her confessional says that that night Shamia said that Charles is always out with different women. Kelly in her confessional says all I remember is Porsha saying she better stop before I fuck her husband. And y'all was cool with that? Okay. So the next morning, Kelly go down, hey, Angela. And Angela's like, hi, Kelly. You know, hi, but basically get the fuck out of my face because I ain't trying to be fake right about now. But girl, I heard everything y'all hoes was saying about me. So this is the second time she's caught Kelly talking about her. Don't come on my FaceTime some, hey, you little Polly Pocket, get the fuck on. Like every week, Kelly, I was really liking her. I really was. And there's still aspects about her that I like, but she be on some fake fugazi type shit. I need for somebody to thump her little ass. Okay? That little ladybug is getting on my nerves. You know, I don't like that. Don't become grinning all up in my face and then you was just talking shit about me the night before. And I don't understand why they be talking about Angela fashions. What do she be wearing that's so bad? She dressed better than Shamia country ass. Now her wig sometimes be lifting up like in this episode, but hey, the lady hot. She going through menopause. I need for her to get a sew-in or a glueless wig and call it a day. But I don't understand why they keep on coming for her. I'm not getting it. I'm really not. Especially you, Kelly, to be talking about anybody and they outfits and everything. When y'all see my Kelly exposed video, you gonna be side-eyeing her as well. Make sure y'all tune in for that on Thursday. It's dropping. Still working on the heavenly one. Give me grace. But y'all don't want to miss that Kelly exposed video because I tells it all. While you sitting up here trying to talk about anybody. Miss Girl. Let's not do that. And I love the fact that Angela stood on business. Like, I ain't trying to be fake. Like, hi, but get the fuck on. I fucks with Angela. She an old school real bitch. Yeah, ho. We not doing that. We not doing that at all. This is a really good episode. I feel like they're still able to carry the show with Kenyon not being around. But what really is the storylines going on right now? Porsha continuously coming after Drew. Britt continuously playing the victim. That's it. ain't shit else going on. Like, so yeah. I'm gonna give this week's episode, I'm gonna give it a B. It was a good episode, but we need some more context, some more stories going on, and we're not really getting that for real. It's just the same old, but more layers being added onto it. You know. Y'all make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys. And please make sure you join my Patreon right now, you guys. It's lit over there. We are watching Atlanta Housewives. We're watching Baddies Midwest, which just ended. Baddies Africa starts in 2 weeks. We're watching Handmaid's Tale final season. We're watching The Last of Us. And what an interview with a vampire. And we're about to start watching Love Hotel, the new dating show with Giselle and Luann and all of them. So if you want to watch along with me and get your life, join my Patreon. The link is down below in the description box. And we're about to start watching some movies over there too. And I ain't talking about no old movie. I'm talking about new movies. New movies out right now. You dig? So join my Patreon. Love you guys, and I will see you on the next one.